Welcome to Social 5 University. My name is Jeremiah Stetler, your host as we talk about the fundamentals of Facebook advertising. Now, advertising has become such a critical part of social media marketing. It's become a pay-to-play world on a lot of platforms. And really, it's become much like this quote that I just love. Doing business without advertising is like winking at a girl in the dark. You know what you're doing, but nobody else does. And that's so much the truth today. If you're going to be involved in social media, you need to look at a solid and ongoing advertising strategy. So today we're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about how to launch a fan building campaign on Facebook. We'll touch on how to see what your competitors or other businesses are doing on Facebook. And then lastly, how to measure your performance to make sure your advertising is actually working, which is one of the fundamental parts of doing paid placement, to make sure that you see the insights, you see the analytics, and you act upon those analytics to make sure you're reaching the right audience and the right geography, the right market, to increase and accelerate your business. So let's jump into how do you launch an advertisement. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to go to your Facebook business page, which you see on the screen, and you click on the promote button that's on that lower left-hand corner. This promote button will give you some easy tools for creating an advertisement. Now, there's certainly some more complex ways to do it. You can go through Ads Manager or through Business Manager and have some additional controls and features. But the promote button gives you an easy way to build up your audience or drive traffic in different ways. So you'll see 6 different options on the screen there. I'm going to highlight 3 of them here today. The first one being boosting a post. This allows you to increase the reach of your content and also to show it to a target audience, okay? The next one is promoting your page, which really is a way that you can build fans or build an audience on your page that is targeted in your desired market rather than in India or Pakistan or Egypt or some of those places that we see that happen with click farms and whatnot. But this is how to increase the size of your audience. And then lastly, how to get more website visitors or taking people from your Facebook audience over to your website. Now, before you jump into advertising, though, I want to show you a philosophy or the science of social media advertising that'll help you to guide your decisions about where to spend your dollars. So what I'm showing on the screen right now is this cycle of advertising that is important for you to keep in mind. With every advertising campaign, it starts right here with audience growth. If I start a Facebook page today and I have 0 fans, it's not wise for me to launch an advertisement to drive people to my website. It simply is not. Not only is it will you have a low effectiveness of your campaign because people will see your page for what it is, that it's a shell, really more than an actual interactive business, but Facebook will also penalize you based upon the lack of content or the lack of engagement on your page, and you won't reach as many people, okay? So here's how advertising works. When you start out a social media channel, it's always important to first start on growth. Build your audience in a target market. If you're looking at Facebook, you want to make sure you get beyond 0 as fast as possible. Make sure you get beyond 300, beyond 500. Those are good places to shoot for, is how do we get to that 500 mark with our business to make sure that we have this credible presence when we are launching an advertising strategy. Now, is that a hard and fast number? No, it's not. You're simply looking for a credible number of fans on that page that gives other people comfort when they come to your page that they're working with a legitimate business. Second, you work to engage those 300 to 500 fans in ways by asking questions, by doing contests or giveaways, by engaging with them as they engage with your content. This is where boosting comes into play. So this audience growth would be promoting your page. Fan engagement would be boosting a post, okay? So you can get that out to people who can start liking, clicking, commenting, sharing, tagging, any of these types of things that factor into engagement on a page. Next, we get into data capture. Now, most of the time, this happens through that web clicks option that I just showed you. This is directing somebody from Facebook to your website, to a landing page, to a Facebook app, to a conversion funnel, anything where you're able to take that Facebook fan and now capture their email address or their phone number in a way that you can market to those individuals going forward. And then comes lead cultivation. Lead cultivation is really taking those leads, those email addresses, and those phone numbers, and now how do you market to them in a push strategy through a monthly email blast, through an occasional text? What are ways that you're cultivating them? And all of those factors together lead to business building. Okay, that's the science behind social media advertising that you can't overlook. You can't just jump steps. So make sure that when you're doing this advertising, you're investing in a totality of a strategy rather than in just throwing a whole bunch of dollars at something that isn't going to work because you haven't laid a foundation. All right, so let's come back. Okay, we're going to show you how to build audience on your page by clicking that promote your page button. Once I do, we'll pull up this screen right here where you'll see the opportunity to build your advertisement. The first thing you'll do is you'll select an image, something that will resonate with your audience, okay? The one that you see on the screen is probably one I wouldn't choose because it has a text overlay. A text overlay will generally decrease the viewership on your ad, okay? Look for a photo that connects with your audience, okay? Next, what you'll do is you'll write your text, and you'll see the text that I put in this little box will actually also appear up here in the top, okay? Your text will be most effective if it provides a benefit to the audience. They always think about what is the cost benefit analysis of going from a Facebook environment where I love it, it's my entertainment place, I'm scrolling through, I'm seeing my friends, and now I'm being asked to click on an ad to go to a website where I might have to make a business decision that's not really fun, right? So what is the benefit? Is the benefit that you have a product that they're searching for? That might be. Is it a free consultation? Is it a contest that you're doing on your page? Is it a chance to download a white paper or to get information on a topic that I'm very interested in? These are all things to think about, but what is the benefit that you're offering that makes up for the cost of them clicking on your ad? Okay, so that's the next step. Now we get into scrolling down. So you scroll down on that page, and you'll see the opportunity to do a number of things. One is to create your audience. You'll have a chance to click on this button and select who it is you want to show your ads to. Next, you'll click on how long you want your ad to run. Do you want it to run in perpetuity, forever and ever and ever, or do you want it to be time limited? And I've had these cases where I thought I time limited it, and I didn't. Found myself with $900 in advertising that I hadn't expected. Okay, but set your time limitation, and then your budget. Okay, and your budget can be whatever you would like it to be. I find if you are building an audience that anything less than $100 isn't very effective. $100, $200 is a pretty good sweet spot if you're trying to get a beginning into building a Facebook audience. Now, obviously, as you go down this path and you start driving people to your website, the more that you can allocate for an advertising budget, generally gives you better results. Okay, it's just a matter of the auctioning type of platform that Facebook is. You think about it, there's only a certain amount of space in Facebook for advertising. And so obviously those advertisers who spend more get more preference for falling into those slots. So just something to keep in mind. All right, and once you're done, you click promote and it will launch your ad. So now the question is, what do you want to promote? What do your advertisements look like? That's where we come to this second portion of our webinar. If you need some inspiration for advertisements, sometimes the best place to go is to your competitors to see what exactly they are doing on their pages, and maybe it gives you some ideas of what you can do on yours, okay? So let's pretend for a moment that you are creating a restaurant, and it's a Mexican restaurant, and you have these three competitors, Cafe Rio, Costa Vida, and Chipotle Mexican Grill. So how would you go about seeing what advertisements they're doing on their pages. What you do, you're going to go over to their Facebook page. So here's Cafe Rio. I'm going to go into the right-hand column all the way to the bottom where it says Page Transparency, and I'm going to click See More. Once I do, it's going to pull up this page, and I'll see a variety of things like page history, who manages the page, these types of things that started in 2010. But I can also go to their ads library to see what ads happen to be running on that given page. Okay, if I click on it, I can see that Cafe Rio is running a variety of ads about hiring employees for various locations in Thousand Oaks and in Washington and Ashburn, all these different places. They're using Facebook to hire individuals. And I would say, that's interesting. If they're doing it to hire individuals on their page, maybe it's something to work on my page. If I went to Costa Vida, I could see that they're actually using advertisements to promote some given products. And they're using a couple videos, and they're using one kind of really big splash advertisement. Okay, so they're advertising Chili Verde. Then if I go over to Chipotle, I can see that they are looking at online ordering and delivery. Isn't that interesting? They're all three in the same market, but they're using Facebook for three entirely different things: employee recruitment, new product rollout, and online ordering and delivery. Fascinating. So that'll give you some ideas on what exactly can help you as you're building your advertisements. So think about who your competitors are, and you can research it that way. Okay, let's go over to the next one here of how do you look at the performance of your ads. To see the performance of your advertisements, all you have to do is click on the Insights button here at the top of the screen. If I click on it, there are a couple different ways that I can see it. If I click the Promote button and run the advertisement that way, I can click on Ads, and it will show me how my ads have performed. I can see I've done an audience building ad, I've done a boosting ad, and I can see what happened. What were the results of my campaign? I achieved 458 likes. I reached 666,000 people. These are things, so I can see how many people I reached, how many times my advertisement was seen, what was my cost per result. So I had 49 cents per page like, or I had 75 cents per 1,000 people that I reached, okay? So that'll give you an idea of how your specific ads are performing. All right, then we get to scrolling down that screen from ads to reach. You can see how well your advertisements did based upon the dark orange, which represents paid reach or paid viewership, okay? So I reached 1,619 people through paid advertising, and then I could go down to this light orange to see how much is through organic or free promotion. This would be through content. Sorry, I can't talk today. Through content that I've published on my page. Okay, I can also go down to or up to likes. Okay, likes will show me how many fans I've acquired through my advertising versus how many just came to my page through day-to-day interaction on Facebook. These are ways that you can just evaluate what impact your advertisements are having on your Facebook page. So with that, if you have any questions about anything related to social media, please don't hesitate to contact us at support@social5.com. That is our customer success line. You can also go to university.social5.com, where you'll see a whole variety of different resources and assets and materials that will help you in launching your campaign. If you click over on the events button, you'll see which live events are coming up that may help you as you are engaging in this wonderful world of social media marketing. Great to be with you here today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and happy social marketing.